Hey guys, today we are going to look at how to fuzz Irssi using AFL. This is a companion to my blog post on the Irssi blog, which is available at irssi.org, or can be found via the link in the description below. So today we're going to look at reproducing the bug that I wrote about in that blog post. I'm assuming that you already have AFL installed and that you have the Irssi source tree with the tag 0.8.20 checked out. Of course, if you use the master branch, you're going to have a hard time reproducing the bug since it is already fixed. So let's get started by looking at how to compile Irssi with the AFL compiler wrapper. So here I have the Irssi source tree, and if I do a git status, let me make that a little bigger, you'll see here that it says head detached at 0.8.20, so I already have that tag checked out. If you do not have that tag checked out, just do a git checkout 0.8.20, and you'll also see that I have a number of files modified here. They're modified because I applied the patch from the blog post already. So if you have not done that already, download the patch from the blog post. As I said, it's linked below, and do a patch p1 and whatever patch name.patch, whatever the patch file downloaded is. Alright, so now at this point I have there's a bunch of files here. So the one that we want is the autogen.sh. So we're going to run that. autogen.sh disable shared. I'm going to specify cc equals and then whatever the path to my AFL installation is. And I'm going to use the wrapper AFL clang fast. So what that does is it's going to speed things up because it's going to use a persistent fuzzing mode so that we don't have to run all the AFL initialization code for every new input. All you need to know for this video is that it dramatically speeds up the fuzzing. Alright, so now that that is done, I'm going to export AFL use address sanitizer equal 1. So I waited to do that until after running the autogen script because the configure script is going to fail if I enable address sanitizer before running it. So I just waited until this point to do that. Now I'm going to run make, and it's going to build the program. As you can see, there's all this output running by, and in blue you'll see this AFL clang fast and AFL LLVM pass. That's just that's so that I know that it's using the AFL wrapper. So if you're not seeing that, then it's probably not using AFL clang fast. It's probably using GCC or clang or whatever your default compiler is. Alright, so now that Irssi built successfully, we're going to run it with AFL fuzz. So if you look here, I already have this directory AFL. I just created it. And inside I typically use the name in for the input directory, and that's going to contain files. So that's just going to be files however the program takes it in. So in the case of Irssi, it's going to be communication as if it were coming from the server. I also have this tokens.txt file, and it's just a dictionary of all these special values that you would expect to receive from the server. So what AFL is going to do, in addition to flipping bits and whatnot, it's going to also overwrite with these strings, and it's also going to insert these strings. And so it just helps the fuzzer to find interesting inputs faster than if it were just doing bit flipping and doing arithmetic and stuff like that. Alright, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an initial input into the in directory just to start out with. It could really just be anything. Eventually AFL will find the interesting inputs anyway, regardless. Alright, so here I'm specifying the path to AFL fuzz. I'm specifying the memory limit with -m. Because I'm using address sanitizer, I need to specify none. I'm specifying the input directory with -i, output with -o. It's okay that the output directory does not exist yet. It's going to be created. So the output directory just contains the crashes, the timeouts, just the state that AFL needs. I'm going to specify the dictionary, the tokens.txt with -x, and then I'm going to specify the path to Irssi. So because I'm not putting an @@ it's going to just feed input on standard in. If I put @@ it's going to replace that with a file, so it's going to expect Irssi to read from a file, but it reads from standard in, so I'm just going to run it like this. Alright, so as you can see, this brings up the AFL interface. So we could see how long the program's been running. The fuzzing's been running. We could see the paths being found, so that's paths through the program. We could see right now we're processing 0, and we're 0% through. So we're on path 0 out of all these ones we found so far. You can see here, unique crashes, we have 0. So no crashes yet. Not surprising, being that we just started running it. And no hangs yet. And also here is another important number, the execution speed. It seems pretty good. It'll turn red if it thinks it's kind of low. I think below 100 per second. If I just jump over here to my other desktop, I have another instance running here, and you could see here how with unique crashes there's 20. It's red. It turns red once it starts finding crashes. That's not actually 20 unique crashes though. AFL is not perfect at detecting uniqueness of crashes, so don't worry, we actually aren't finding 20 crashes, and anyway we're fuzzing 0.8.20 anyway, so we know there's obviously bugs that are fixed in the current master. So anyway, I'm back over here. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to look here at this crash. So this is not in the output directory. So out crashes, if I do an ls there, it's empty right now. It's going to have files in there if it actually finds crashes. But I just have this crash here that I manually put there. So this is a bug in 0.8.20. It's from the blog post I wrote. So if I do cat crash and pipe it to Irssi, you could see it segfaults. I'm not going to go into the details about the crash in this video. I'm just going to end it here. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please comment if you have any questions, any future topics, something else you'd like to see fuzzed. Anything really, let me know. Thanks.